Alright, so with the current Payback event underway, you might be asking yourself, is it actually worth it to go 900 gems just to select a specific character? Any one of these characters can be yours for 900 gems. Well, with the news that we are most definitely getting a collaboration next week, you might want to hold off on your gems, but don't click away just yet. The tips I'm going to tell you in this video can be very helpful for any special selection tickets that we get in the future. So let's just jump into it. So I actually went ahead and got myself one of these tickets. Now, why did I do that? Well, I'm only missing 2 of these units to actually have them at 6-6. I'm not actually missing the units, I misspoke there, but 2 of these units I don't have at 6-6. I actually have them at 5-6. So Magelda, Jormungand, and Freyr are all 6-6, and it's only Thonar and Brunhild, believe it or not, that are not 6-6. My Brunhild is 5-6 and my Thonar is 5-6 as well. So who of those two should I pick? Well, if we're just looking at their ultimates, I would say Brunhild, because Thonar's ultimate, all it does is just a little bit more damage. You're still going to hit damage cap with a 5-6 ultimate. That's like no-brainer. Brunhild though, she's a little bit more useful. She heals for more with her ultimate at 6-6 compared to 5-6. She also deals a little bit more damage, and of course the more damage she deals, the more she is going to heal as well. And here is actually tip number 1, and it's actually to hold off on using these tickets. I will save this ticket until I actually get one of these 2 units in any of the gacha draws. So if, say, on the next banner they just decide to chuck in Brunhild and somehow I manage to pull her, if I had already selected her, that would feel kind of bad and I would sort of miss out on having both of these units 6-6. If I though wait and I get either Thonar or Brunhild in the next banner that they are featured in, then I can just pick the other unit and I will have all of these units 6-6 rather than just having one of them 6-6 and then getting like an extra Super Awakening coin, right? So that is like my main tip is, even if you're not in the same situation as I am, say you're missing 2 of the units, say you're missing like Thonar and Jormungand and you're like wondering who of those 2 units should you pick, well, just wait. Wait until you actually get one of them and then pick the other one from this ticket, because this ticket isn't going anywhere. Like, it doesn't have any time limit. It's going to be in your inventory for the foreseeable future. The only thing that is going away is this event, which is going away in just a little bit over a week on global and just a little bit under a week on JP. So you don't actually have to worry about if you've already gotten the ticket. And this is sort of going to apply to literally any other tickets that we get in the future as well. You can just save them. You don't have to use them instantly. Just wait, because usually they put these demonic beast units, Thonar, Magelda, and Jormungand, in the same banners nowadays. So if you happen to pull one of them, having already sort of selected that unit would kind of feel bad and you're sort of missing out on getting the other unit. If you're just waiting with actually using this ticket or any sort of future tickets that we get until you actually get one of these units in a gacha draw, because the odds are gonna be in your favor at one point or another, and we usually see these units, especially these units, very often. So if you're missing like 2 or 3 units, pull one of them in the gacha draw or whenever you pull it, and then like select any of the other ones that you're actually missing, and your account will be much stronger if you do it that way. Though there is something to say, like, say you have like all the perfect units to actually do the wolf bosses, and the wolf bosses has some really nice holy relics, or the deer boss like Mael is really strong and the goddesses really need their holy relics. So maybe you just want to go for Jormungand, then of course just select her right now and you can start farming out the deer boss for the holy relic materials, and that would sort of make your account stronger in the short term. In the long term though, if you just wait, you will get it eventually anyway. Now, if I were to rank all these units in like usefulness, which one of these you should go for, then of course I would actually put like Thonar and Jormungand at the very top in like a shared first position. Then the second unit that is the most useful is of course going to be Freyr. If you can get your hands on him, he's sort of a good second there. Then it's Magelda, and then finally Brunhild, in that order. So these 2 at the top, go for them most definitely. Either one of them is going to help you out on 2 different demonic beasts, so the deer and the wolf. Magelda though, like, but why is she below Freyr? Like, but Magelda of course isn't really needed for the bird nowadays. Like, all she does is she just provides you a little bit of all stats, so up to 40%, but it's not often you're actually gonna have 40% all stat. You're more likely to have like 16 to 24% all stat, which is a lot still. That's still very much. But in terms of like how much you get from these other units, like, you're gonna have always between 30 and 60% all stat Jormungand, and you're basically always gonna have 40% attack related stats from Thonar. So like Magelda is very weak in compared to those units. The bird boss is of course a lot easier as well, so you don't really need all those stats. Even Brunhild without Magelda in the correct teams can be very useful to actually clear like the first floor of the bird boss, and then of course any subsequent floors. She can be like your designated healer as well, because she works out really well in the demonic beast battles, because for every unit that you have on the field, she is going to provide you with 12% basic stats, and because you have 4 units on the field in the Demonic Beast Palace, she's gonna get like a little bit more stats than she does on other types of content, which is anything other than like PvP and deathmatch. So guild boss, she works there as well. Though I would say that Megelda, like, she's not completely useless either. She of course works for the bird boss, but she also works for like one specific guild boss where she is the best unit there. So if you can get her ultimate, because you're gonna need her power strike ultimate to deal more damage and get more points, it works really well there. But in terms of like raw ultimate power, I would put Freyr at the top. Say you have all of these units and you just want to go for the ultimates, then of course go for Freyr as a death type ultimate, which basically allows you to circumvent the damage caps that like literally all of the demonic beasts have. He is also like the most useful unit here because he can be used for like literally all of the demonic beasts. Jormungand, Megelda and Thonar are all used for their specific demonic beasts and can't really be used outside of that except for like Megelda because of her ultimate, of course. So in terms of like ultimates, Freyr is of course at the top if you just want to increase their ult levels. And I would say either like Brunhild, Megelda or Jormungand as like close seconds or thirds. Jormungand might be like the weakest one there because she does sort of increase your damage by up to I believe 42% for 2 turns when she ults at 6/6, so there's that to consider as well. But of course Megelda, if you like doing the guild boss and you like scoring high, then getting her ult up is of course gonna help you out for like one of the specific guild bosses that I forgot his name, but he basically steals your buffs and he applies like a bunch of resistance increasing buffs, and because with the power strike you deal additional damage equal to enemies resistance, she's of course gonna deal so much damage with this card. That is why you're using her. Brunhild's ultimate of course also heals you, so it's very useful if you can get it to high like dupe levels. You can use her for the bird, you can use her for the deer, you can use her for the wolf bosses as well. So like she's a really good demonic beast unit as like a secondary type of unit, and she's actually in the fastest bird boss clearing team alongside Megelda, so getting her up is of course gonna help you there as well. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as possible, so I think we're just gonna end it there. Tell me, did you actually go for this, or are you actually hyped for the collab that we are gonna get? I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I don't really want to speculate. I've already done like a speculation video a couple of weeks or months ago. Can't remember exactly when it was, but it was when it was leaked on the Regents Discord where the 3 collabs for this year were laid out. So like the first collab could be literally anything, and like it could be Attack on Titan, though the translation of the tweet does say it's a new collab, but I don't know, it could still be Attack on Titan. I really hope it is something with a lot of humans. That would be really nice. But if it is the first one where it says Captain, Little, Noble and Elf, of course there's gonna be some unknown units in there as well, but I'll talk about it once we actually sort of figure out what collab it could potentially be, and we will figure it out probably during day 2 or day 3 of the countdown, which should start tomorrow I believe. So yeah, I guess we'll see. But yeah, with that I think that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, I guess I'll catch you next one. Bye.